Hi students. So in last lecture we have discussed about the different Indian physical features, right? We have seen the different 6 regions. Now today we are going to start with the application part in which we are going to learn about effects of physical features on people, plants and animals. So whatever the physical features are there in India, according to that, how this affects on the people, plants and animals of that region, we will study it. Okay, now the first physical feature was, the first region was the northern mountains. So now how are the peoples and animals in northern mountains? We will see. You can see the picture here, right? So the northern mountains, it is difficult to build roads through the mountains. So there are very few roads in the northern mountains. People living here normally use mules for traveling. The ice-covered Himalayas make this region very cold. Therefore, the animals found in this region have thick fur. So students, as we discussed in the earlier part, the region which is covered in the northern mountains, it has the Himalayan mountains, right? All the Himalayan mountains. तो वहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा बर्फ होता है, ice. Whole mountains are covered with ice. Therefore, the region is very cold. So this cold region. So how are the animals there? Yes, they have thick cover, thick fur. Fur होता है ना उनके बॉडी के ऊपर, बहुत ज़्यादा मोटा होता है, so that they don't feel too cold. And how the people travel? They use mules. You can see the picture here. Can you see here? They have given you the picture. Mules carrying loads, right, in the corner. Yes, so there are some animals, mules, which carry load on themselves and they travel. This is the way how people travel in northern mountains. Now we will see the second region. It was the northern plain. Now we will see the northern plain area. The northern plain is flat and has many rivers. The soil here is good for growing crops. Many people practice farming in this region. They grow crops such as rice, wheat and sugarcane. So students, as we have seen, the northern plains, mostly there are rivers. The rivers which starts flowing from the northern mountains, they come to the northern plains. All those rivers comes to the northern plains. So all the rivers in those northern plains, they provide water to crops. इसलिए उस places में agriculture ज़्यादा अच्छे से होता है. Which are the crops? Rice, wheat and sugarcane. Now many cities are located on the banks of these rivers. Some of these cities are holy places for many people in India. For example, Haridwar, Ayodhya and Varanasi. So you must have heard these words, Haridwar, Ayodhya, Varanasi. Yes, so all these cities are along the coast of rivers, okay, and they are the holy places. Yes, so many of the people go there. Next one is the Great Indian Desert. The next region is Great Indian Desert. Now when I use the word desert, okay, so how are the deserts? Hot, too hot to climate is there, right? So the deserts get very little rain, so people have to walk long distance to get water. Food is scarce in this region. Scarce is means very little quantity, right? So the food is scarce because there is no water, so very little agriculture, right? So animals in this region have special organs to store food. You can see the picture of camel given over there. Camel has its hump. Camel have a hump. So this hump, what it does, it stores water. So camels have humps on their backs where they store fat. It is this fat that helps them to live when food and water are scarce. So in Great Indian Desert region where there is too hot, तो वहाँ पे बारिश बहुत कम होती है, right? So in ऐसे situations में animals को क्या होते हैं, उनके body organs थोड़े अलग होते हैं, so that they can store fats which they can use it as food and water for longer time. बहुत दिनों तक वो use कर सकते हैं. Okay students, so these are the few regions where we have discussed about the animals and peoples. Now in higher order thinking skills, they have given you can see pictures of two different regions on the next page. So you will see what they have. If you can see the northern mountains and the coastal plains. Can you see both the pictures? the northern mountains and the coastal plains. Yes. So now they have asked you a few questions here. Which region would you like to visit? What things would you carry with you when you visit the region? What activities would you like to do in this region? So now students, here they have given you two pictures, the northern mountains and the coastal plains. तो आपको वो pictures अच्छे से देख लो and then you have to decide which place would you like to go. आपको कौन सी place में जाना अच्छा लगेगा, आपको वो देखना है. एंड वहाँ जाते समय आप अपने साथ क्या क्या लेके जाओगे, कौन सा सामान लेके जाओगे, वहाँ जाने के बाद आप कौन से एक्टिविटीज़ करना पसंद करोगे, ये सारी चीज़ें आपको लिखनी है. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, सो दिस इज द पार्ट विच यू आर गोइंग टू डू. ओके, सो मार्केट हायर ऑर्डर थिंकिंग स्किल्स, ये आपको होमवर्क के तौर पे करना है. सो मार्केट, ग्रेट. नाउ इन द अमेजिंग फैक्ट, many rare animals live in the waters surrounding the Indian peninsula. One such animal is the dugong. Some dugongs are called sea cows. You can see the picture of dugong. It is a sea cow. They eat grass growing in the seas. Students, they have also given you some new words here which we have discussed in this lesson. The first one is climate, the weather of a place over a long period. Continent, a large mass of land. Plain, a low flat land. Plateau, a raised land with a flat top. Desert, a dry land covered with sand and rocks with few plants. Island, an area of land surrounded with water. Peninsula, of land surrounded by water on three sides and land on one side, which we have discussed what is peninsula, right? Yes. Coastal, of land right next to a sea or an ocean. Peninsula, a piece of land surrounded by a water on three sides and land on one side. Mule, now what is mule? An animal that has a horse and a donkey as parents. Scarce, very less. Hump, a rounded flesh bump on the back of a camel. Rare, not found easily, not common. So students, these were some new words. So you are going to write all these new words into your EVS2 book. Okay, I hope you have understood.